2. Testing 1, 2. Okay.
Once again, we want to welcome all of you with a great big aloha. As I send all my musicians to deaf school right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the mea ho'okani, all of the people that you see in front of you. And as I mentioned earlier, we are core musicians. Each one of these gentlemen here are musicians in their own right, recording artists in the genre of traditional Hawaiian music. And together, our main goal and purpose is to educate and to teach traditional Hawaiian music to our keiki and the future. So we're happy that you are all here. We thank you for joining us. This is Blaine. For those of you that don't know, a lot of the things that we do are based on our Hawaiian culture. From our language, to our dance, to our singing, as well as the protocol that we use. Blaine is going to be blowing the conch shell. For those of you that don't know, the conch shell was back in Hawaiian history. And in old Hawaiian history, whenever the conch shell was blown, it was normally a sign of celebration or gathering. In fact, kings that traveled from other islands and faraway places, they were expected to blow their conch shell to the land and those that were there to ask them permission to bring their ship in. And if the answer was another conch shell from shore, they were welcome to come. And if there was no response, they had to turn their canoe around and head back home. But tonight, all of you are our invited guests. And so we're going to welcome you with the conch shell, and we're going to welcome you with our native tongue, our Ka'olelo Hawaii. And if you won't mind, if I can ask you to bow your heads for just a little while as we share a prayer for all of you. If I can ask you to bow your heads. Most gracious Heavenly Father, as we gather with our family and our friends and our loved ones this evening, we ask that you bless our time together. As we gather for our first Twilight concert, We ask for your protection, your safety, and for those that are still on their way, that you will grant unto them traveling mercies to bring them here safely. But for all those that are here, Lord, may we share with them our love for music, perhaps a hula or two, but most especially our heart. So we ask that you bless our event. For those that we have set food aside for, if you may bless the food that it may nourish their bodies. But for all of our family and friends that are gathered, once again we ask, Lord, for their protection as they head on in. And at the close of our night, if you will please take us safely to our various destinations. And Father, all of these things we ask and pray in the mighty name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Amen. Mahalo. Thank you very much. Before they leave, I want to introduce these guys to you, if I can remember their name. Of course, you guys already met Blaine. Blaine Kamalanikia. He is our kumu. Okay, get off. Get off. Standing behind him, this is Mr. Patrick or Solo Pamantigan. Next to him, this is Mr. Johnny Kai. And next to Johnny, that's Marcus Yim. Next to him is Kaleka Levi. The gentleman in the black shirt, I'm not quite sure what his name is, but I think it's Brian Tolentino. And of course, on the far end, that's Mr. Kimo Bell. Okay. Oh, and Richard. Richard is our photographer, our computer guy, our geek, our whiz. And Russell Sumida is our media guy. So for those of you that don't know, we're going to ask you guys to sign waivers because we're going to use all your faces. All right, now get off my stage. So tonight we're going to share with you a little bit of the history of this area, most especially this cottage that we're standing in front of. Isn't this thing beautiful? Hopefully, a little bit later on, we hope to introduce you to John, and he was one of the guys that is heading the restoration program. This is already 3 years in. This place was in shambles when John first got it, but they've done a fantabulous job to the property. For those of you that don't know, this was actually King Kamehameha V's home, his cottage, right here on the grounds of Moanalua Gardens. We're going to share a little bit more about that, but right now, we're going to take you into the music. Now, these three gentlemen are accomplished musicians as well as recording artists. Over here, this is Buzzy. Next to me, he's the closest to me. You can put your hands together for our brother. Sitting next to him in the middle on ukulele is Mr. Greg Sedina. And finally, on the far end is Mr. David Kaio. And they're going to share with you some Hawaiian music. So sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself. And we'll be back with a lot more information about Twilight concert and here on the grounds at Prince Lot's Cottage. Thank you for joining us.
lua kamanula o hiho kawa elo elo la aho ia e hola ilai ilihia ike alala o kahanko hana he o ila uni hei kamala o ila anu ala o hana ke o Mr. Greg Sadina on ukulele. E lua kuwa a kena I ka waile lua a ka manula O iho ka kua elo elo la A ho ia e ho la ilai Ilihia I ke alala O ka hanu o hana e o hila Uri hei ka mana o hila Hanu ala o hana ke o There's a beautiful song entitled Hana Kioki. This next melody was written for Kamehameha IV. sang that one nani on one.
aloha nui e haole a ka make make Haina e kawei ua ohe ia Ko aloha, aloha nui I maole a ka make make I maole a ka make make I maole a ka make make
It's a great Sabina.
Song e tāna ku'o aloha
All right. On the big island of Hawaii, the area of Kyoho, song originally written as a chant for King David Kalakaua for one of his many favorite sports, and this was surfing. Mr. King Santina. Wonderful, beautiful. Hey. All right. Everybody doing okay? Are you guys okay out there? Yeah. It's a wonderful setting here.
Beautiful night.
We're having a wonderful time up here.
What can I do? Kaula na vale, he ka ua o na le. E ni ahine i la ka. E o opi na me ka tua. Me he I moho he no he ai ka o. Au ne mai no a ke ka. E Allah e I mai ana. E hoki mai no kaua la e I. Kaua logo a kaua na o kana le. Kaua na le e kaua o hana le. E ni a he ne I na hai. E hoki na e kaua ke. Me he I moho no he a I ka mo. Ka uhute e mai no a ke kai. E la he I mai ana.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do one more song. And before we get off the stage, for this portion.
More to come.
I think it was a real fight of Kauai. The island of love, romance. Song written by a very talented gentleman since that passed, the late Reverend Dennis Makahi, for the love for Kauai and Koke'e. It's going out to Pat over here. Haven't seen you in a long time. Aloha. Pupuae and he manao I kāwiki o koke I kanani e ho kaina o kanoe o ai ai kauka iu iko ke ua ike au ika noe and boy can everybody join us in it? Here we go. Okala
Ladies and gentlemen, Buzzy, Greg, and David. Can we get a hana ho? Oh, let's try that again. Can we get a hana ho? For those of you that don't speak Hawaiian, you don't call little Hawaii. Hana ho simply means get off the stage. We've seen enough. One more song. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, on the far end, that's David. In the middle is Greg. This is Buzzy on the end. Please put your hands together once again for these talented gentlemen.
Okay, we're going to do one more song. And this one written by Mr. Kihei Silva. And I was fortunate to learn this song some years ago.
Once again, Mr. Buzzy Kealoha, Mr. Greg Sadina, and Mr. David Caillo. Thank you, guys. Excellent. Well, right now, I want to introduce you guys to someone who's very, very special to me. I just happened to meet him a few days ago. In fact, about a week or so ago, I met him. And up until that time, I didn't know who he was. And then I found out that this beautiful place known as Moanalua Gardens belongs to him. And since then, he's become my best friend. And so I'm going to ask you to please put your hands together for my best friend. If I can get him up here to just say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. J.P. Damon. You're looking great, buddy.
Aloha. Everyone hear me? We'll let the gator pass by. This one doesn't bite. I want to invite you all to Moanalua Gardens, and this is a very special occasion for me because I've been working for the past couple of years on trying to renovate this structure that dates back to the 1850s. The main structure actually is just this house. It doesn't include the decagon on the end, and it was just the house, and it was just this lanai, and about 2 years after that, Prince Lot ordered this house to be attached to it as his cooking house. So these are very, very special things for me to actually, you know, it's associated with the king, the last Kamehameha to reign, and so I take great pride in having resurrected what was falling apart. So this house actually was lived in, and when after Kamehameha V died, the property went on to Princess Ruth, and she only had it for a year or two before her passing, and then it went on to Bernice Hawaii Bishop, who likewise only had it a couple of years. So this house has actually been in my family since 1884. And it was lived in by my family up until about the 1950s. And it used to be in Mapunapuna, which is now an industrial area. But in the 50s, it was moved to this side of the road because they built that side out. But what is really special about this night, and especially getting together with Blaine Kia, is that it was on this patio, or lanai, that hula was reprised by Kamehameha V, who did so against the edict of his younger brother, Kamehameha IV. And check this one. I can honestly say to you that Blaine and these beautiful musicians are the first people to have played on what Kamehameha V would have wanted, which was to do the hula and play the meles, and it's all taking place where he actually revived it. So, I mean, this is a great honor for me to actually know that these musicians are up here doing this. So, I'm not going to bore you with any more of my history because it's insignificant, but we are looking forward to getting this fully functional, and we're especially looking forward to doing this on a regular basis. So I can't be more thankful to Blaine and all his friends and musicians. So where to go? Okay, you're my best friend now. So here. Anyway, thank you all for coming here, and enjoy the night, and listen to what Kamehameha V wanted to have happen. Beautiful music, beautiful dance.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. J.P. Damon. You know, as the guys are setting up and sound checking, I too would like to share, as I told you earlier, Our musicians are teachers, not only in music, but in hula and language, and also the history of our islands. Prince Lot Kamehameha was the grandson of Kamehameha the Great, who in 1810 completed the unification of the Hawaiian Islands and founded the Kingdom of Hawaii by a combination of conquest as well as a treaty that he shared with the island of Kauai. He became its first ruler. He is also known as Kamehameha I and is sometimes described as the Lonely One. He established the Kamehameha dynasty, which ended with the death of his grandson, Kamehameha V, otherwise known to us today as Prince Lot. Now, Prince Lot was born on December 11th, 1830. That's 2 days from now. And that's why we chose tonight as the night for our first Twilight event. 2 days from now, Lot was born. Prince Lot was given the name Lot Kapuaiwa, and his mother was Elizabeth Kunia, or Kina'o, the daughter of Kamehameha the Great. She became the Kuhina Nui in 1832. His father was Matayo Kekuanawa, a descendant of the chiefs of the islands of Oahu. He had also been the governor of Oahu as well as a member of the House of Nobles and the Privy Council. Prince Lot's siblings included David Kamehameha, Moses Kekuaiwa, Alexander Liholiho, and his sister Victoria Kamamalu. Kapuaiwa simply means kapu, or sacred one, protected by supernatural powers. He was adopted using the ancient Hawaiian tradition known as Hanai by Princess Nahi'enaena, but she died in 1836, and he was then adopted by his grandmother, Queen Kalakua Kahehemalie, and his step-grandfather, High Chief Ulumahiehe Ho'opili. His childhood was pretty rough, and he felt that his Hanai parents treated him as a stranger in their house. He also felt the adoption had deprived him of the love of his mother. So throughout his life, he would have a deep dislike for this tradition, as it could later be seen by his anger at his half-sister, Ruth Ka'eliliko-lani, giving away her son, Keola Okalani, to Princess Bernice Pauahi Bishop. It was planned that he would be High Chief Ho'opili's heir as governor of Maui, although this never happened, since King Kamehameha III declared him eligible for the throne. He was educated at the royal school like his cousins and siblings. He was betrothed to Princess Pauahi at birth, but she chose to marry American Charles Reed Bishop instead. This time it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you these three great comedians. Mr. Kimo Bell. And on the far end, there's Mrs. Solopo Mantigan. The gentleman in the middle, ladies and gentlemen, he needs no introduction.
And I said, ladies and gentlemen, Kumuhula, Danny Naipo, you folks are all going to be tested on every single date that he just told you. We're just kidding. We're so glad and honored this evening that you all joined us here at Namea Ho'okani, here at the wonderful Moanalua Gardens. Again, a nice time for JP, David, and Kumuhula, Blaine Kia, for having us all here. Sit back, relax, ladies and gentlemen. For the next few minutes, we'll be playing our brand of Hawaiian music. It is a Kanikapila night here at Moanalua Gardens. You have a song you want to hear, we'd like to know all about it. And most especially, if you dance the hula, we'd like to know. Right now, we'd like to call Danny Naipo to the stage to dance the first hula of the evening, because as you know, the men were the first hula dancers in the islands. Danny, where are you, Danny? Danny, this is a song, very popular one, entitled Ayala Opele. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, you put your right foot in and shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. Get off the stage. Right now, we take you all to the Big Island of Hawaii, specifically to the area called the Hamakua Coast, the area called Waipio. Twin waterfalls at the bottom of this valley. Song recorded by Pops Gabby Pahinui. His son, Martin, my great friend, sadly passed away. The guitar, Soropa Mataka. Welcome to Moanalua Gardens, folks. It's Saturday night. Just kidding. This next song takes us to the island of Molokai. A song written by the great son of Hawaii, the late Dennis Kamakahi. Speaks about fair-skinned women in Hawaiian. It's entitled Wahine Ilikea.
lele ka ona o haha o mo'oloa Nava ie horu I ka vei o ka maho I ka malie Ua kalau Ma ke kai o no rivai Wahine ini kea I ka poli o moloka I no ka heke Nani vale no Kaina lava Ome o okipa Akamali Aina uruve I ka noe Ratawe mai I ka mahani Houra Ua Kalaunu Ma ke kai O no livai Wahine ili kea I ka poli o moloka I no ka heke Ma ke kai o no livai Wahine ili kea I ka poli o moloka I no ka heke Nani vale no Na aina Akamali Aina uruve I ka noe Ua lawe mai I ka mahane Houra Ua Kalaunu Ma ke kai No livai Wahine ili kea I ka poli o moloka I no ka heke
Sabi te era na Molokai Wahine ili kea Solo brought all 36 members of his immediate family.
Hene ko waka Ko ule ale apaa He mea maamawia For you and I Hene ko waka Ko ule ale apaa He mea maamawia for you and I. Kawila makene, oni oni kokino, e me ama ama wia, for you and I. Kawila makene, oni oni kokino, e me ama ama wia, for you and I. Kaka kumako ang ikapipistu ke me ama amawia for you and I. Kaka kumako ang ikapipistu ke me ama amawia for you and I. Mr. Mark is here, go back.
Watch carefully.
Took them all
years of practice. You want to see it again?
Try one, real, for real, for real. Kiki mako, awana ike kai, he me ama amawia for you and I.
How do you do that?
Kiki mako, awana ike kai, he me ama amawia for you and I.
Ladies and gentlemen, the second best bass player on the circuit, Mr. Kimo Bell. Oh, Hanaho. We'll tell you who the first bass player is later.
Haina mai kapuana, ole ale apa, he me ama amawia for you and I. Haina mai kapuana, go ale ale apa, he me ama amawia for you and I, for you and I, for you and I.
Mr. Solo Pamatica. So recently I've been touring with a group called the Ma'akaha Sons, great group who for 42 years have been keeping Hawaiian music alive here in the islands. Jerome Coco along with the great talent of Kimo artists. We just came back last week from Vegas where I won $1 million. And I'm going to donate that to the Damon Estate as soon as the check cashes. Unfortunately, it hasn't cashed yet. Anyway, we're going to slow down the tempo just a tad. One of the songs that we do as the Ma'akaha Sons takes us to the Big Island. This song goes something like this. Kaleo ano o kaleo ano kauina kuome o ke aka kaulana o ke aka kaleo ano o kaleo ano no kauinoa kuome kuome o ke oka kaulana o ke aloha ia mauna kea i ke anu o ke ai Kuana kukulai ai i ke kai Keo kahao e kauni Kaleo ano goinoa kuome kulaivi ahiki ke kai Keo kahao e Song written by Louis Boone Kawakahi for our great friend Piggy Kaleohano. Makasa to be helped. Perhaps one of the most prolific songwriters of the 20th century, gifting us all kinds of great Hawaiian music, still performing today at the Hilton Hawaiian Village. I had the privilege of playing in his group for about 8 years. The gentleman's name is Jerry Santos. His group is called Olomana. We give you a song taking us to the windward side. The song speaks about change. I remember days when we were younger. We used to catch on the mountain street, round the clouds and ride on horseback. So long ago it seems it was a dream. Last night I dreamt I was returning, and my heart called out to I remember days when we were wiser, when our world was small enough for dreams. You have lingered there, my sister. I no longer can see. Last night I dreamt I was returning, and my heart called out to you. But I fear you won't be like I left you. Que aloha kuromeo kaha. Change is a strange thing, it cannot be denied. It can help you find yourself or make you lose your pride. But move with it slowly, on the road we go. Please do not belong to me, we all must go. I remember days when we were smiling, when we laughed and sang the whole night long. I will greet you as I find you, with the sharing of this brand new song. Last night I dreamt I was returning, and my heart called out to you. Please accept me as you find me. Que aloha kuromeo kahalu. Que aloha kuromeo kahalu. Que aloha kuromeo kahalu. Salve Jerry Santos, Olamana. Mahalo, thank you so much. You know, one of the concepts, if I might, just for a moment, tell you what Namea Ho'okani is about. It is the perpetuation of our Hawaiian culture through our music and through our teaching to the next generation and passing it on. We have discovered about a year and a half ago, Blaine Kia approached me, and Brian Tolentino, and they told me that, you know, brother, we've been in this business now for about 40 years, and we are no longer the keiki. We are now the makua, heading very quickly toward the kupuna status. And the sad thing about most of the musicians that you will see tonight is that most, if not all, I know personally, all of my kumu have passed away. Every single one of them, from a grandmother to an auntie and uncle. There are none of them left on my side. But before they departed, they imparted to me some great teachings, talent, wisdom, advice, and we tend to think through Namea Ho'okani that when we come on stage, we are not standing here alone. Our depth is measured through all of those that came before us and channeled through our music. And it is our absolute pleasure to be here tonight to celebrate with all of you. And we'd like to thank you again for taking time out of your schedule. We know you're off the beaten path. This is a lovely, lovely venue, and so glad that you folks stopped by. So this next song is for you.
I don't want to talk anymore, but I have to do a short intro to this song. This is a song, unlike Mark, I didn't have much lineage growing up playing music. So it's just me, my brothers, my family around the porch, much like this. When I thought of the venue, I thought of this song. I haven't played this song ever in public. I don't know if I'll make it through it, but... But this is all family, right? Everybody out there,
right.
Ohana? It's going to be one of those things, right?
Catch him if he falls.
Yeah, catch me. It's in C.
Okay.
I don't even know if these guys know this song. Time has come and took its toll, and the season changed, I'm growing older. Yet I still remain thinking of the memories that once were alive to me, and all the joys and pain.
Just like how we rehearsed.
Right. Sitting on the front porch, strum a soft guitar, smell of kerosene lanterns, music all around, singing out a song of Christmas, Noel. And I remember well the Christmas long ago, Christmas past in the winters of my life. See, when I was young, we didn't have a lot of lights. All we really had was kerosene lanterns. I still remember the smell of this. My brothers and I sitting around when the electricity went out in Kahalu, Heiakea more specifically. Remember singing songs just like this on the front porch with neighbors, family all around. So I thought this would be appropriate. A moonlit night, a cool night breeze, and the sound of singing through the trees. And yet I remember well, children listening, eyes are gleaming, starlight twinkling, moonlight gleaming, memories that cannot fade. Like sitting on the front porch, strum a soft guitar, smell of kerosene lanterns, and neighbors all around, singing out a song of Christmas, Noel. And I remember well the Christmas long ago, Christmas past in the winter of our life, in the winter of our life, in the winter of my life. So if I made it come my Merry Christmas, everybody.
Wow. Whoop-o?
Hanaho! Hanaho!
Folks, that's all the songs we know.
All right, you can get off then. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Kimo Bell, Mr. Mark Yim, Mr. Solopo Mantigan.
Mahalo, thank you so much. We leave you all with this last song. A song very, very near to my heart. We sang for years. I was a member of the group called the Peter Moon Band back in the 1800s, just before the overthrow. And we would often end our concerts with this song. We'd like to share it all with you. It is entitled Famous of the Flowers, a song written in 1898 by Ellen Prendergast. I just want to keep, the dates with you, Danny. And the song is entitled Moanalua. Moanalua vai kuba amau teu kaina igi vai gaia leo koloboina palapalani me kapaka imoku ke ave koku ana noa o pilari kako o mai kaua i o mano apu me ke o mio kakui he Mina I ka pupu kana o ke auri Wala ka mako I ka pohapu Ka aini ka maha o ka ai Maupe mako Mina I ka kana o ke auri Wala pa mako I ka pohatu Kai ka maha o kai Maupe mako lilulai Aloha ai ka pono ka haina Aina ia mai ia na ka puana Foko e aloha o kai Maupe mako lilulai Aloha ai ka pono ka haina Aina ia mai ana ka puana Oko e aloha o kai Kaunananapua, kaunananapua, kaunananapua e Kaunananapua, kaunananapua, kaunananapua e Kaunananapua, kaunananapua,
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kimo Bell, Mr. Solopo Mantigan, and always outrageous, Mr. Marcus Yim.
Aloha.
Oh, mahalo. Thank you very much. Are you guys enjoying yourselves? We hope you are. The guys, all of us, we're truly ecstatic that you guys are here. And we hope you're enjoying yourselves because we truly are. Just a couple of announcements before we continue. One, for those of you that don't already know, the cement building that you pass on your way in, again, that's the restrooms. We also have some garbage cans up against the wall there. But otherwise, for those of you that don't know, as I mentioned earlier, the Mehe Okani is a group that we're a core of musicians trying to teach Hawaiian music or traditional Hawaiian music to our next generation of players. And there's a thing that we try to teach, which is known as musical awareness, to be aware of the people that you're playing with and being able to play with anyone. And for those of you that don't know, from our very first group, which included Buzzy, Greg, and David, those three guys have never played together before tonight. And again, these three guys have never played together until tonight. Mark, Solo, and Kimo. And that's what we're trying to teach, this musical awareness, to be able to play with anyone at any time, anywhere. It's called musical awareness. Now, this next group that's coming up, they are actually a real group. These two gentlemen belong to a group called Kamanava. And they consist of Mr. Blaine Kia and Kale Kahalevai. And they have a CD out tonight for a nominal fee of $5. Is it $5? $3? $3? Huh? Oh, 12, sorry. Brian said $3. Yeah, I know. For a nominal fee of $12. Yeah, and you know what? That's a great price. For $12, you can buy a CD from Kale or Blaine. For $30, they'll sign it for you. You know, my nephew is here tonight, and he is a student over at Kamehameha Schools. And I wanted to share a little bit more information about Prince Lot King Kamehameha V. And I do it for the benefit of my nephew, because he knows a lot about
check 1, 2.
The name sakes of his school, but not so much about the last Kamehameha. Now, after leaving school, Kamehameha V traveled abroad with his brother, Alexander Liholiho. Prince Lot was an intelligent, educated young man. And at the age of 18, he traveled along with his brother in the care of Dr. Garrett Parmele Judd, Minister of Finance on a diplomatic mission to France, Great Britain, and the United States, where they traveled extensively in all three countries. Their voyage included stops at Panama, Acapulco, Jamaica, as well as Havana. Lot and Alexander served as Judd's secretaries, and both of them kept diaries. They departed Honolulu on September 11th, 1849, and returned almost a year later on September 9th, 1850. The young men met President Zachary Taylor and Vice President Millard Fillmore of the United States. They also met French President Louis Napoleon, who shortly thereafter became Emperor Napoleon III. They met with Lord Palmerston of Great Britain and British Prime Consort Prince Albert. They did not get a chance to meet with Queen Victoria, who was at the time indisposed, awaiting the birth of a child. But in each of the three countries, they met with a host of dignitaries, and there is no doubt that that year that they spent traveling in foreign countries, observing and mixing with people of totally different cultures than their own, and meeting with heads of state, greatly enhanced their education and had a profound impact on how each governed Hawaii when he became its king. It's been speculated that the experiences of Lot and Alexander on the trip greatly contributed to their anti-annexation attitude toward the United States and reinforced their aristocratic tendencies. Prince Alexander was obviously very much impressed by the British, which was later reflected in many of his actions when he became king. His unfortunate experience as they were leaving Washington, D.C. by train when a conductor tried to put him out of a car because of his color certainly had a negative impact on Alexander's attitude about the United States. When Lot became Kamehameha V, he abolished the Constitution of 1852, which contained numerous American political concepts. A fundamental concern of both Prince Lot and Prince Alexander was to keep their small island kingdom an independent nation and to prevent it from being annexed by any foreign country, be it the United States, Great Britain, or France, who were three great foreign maritime powers with interest in Hawaii. The anti-American attitude of each of them had evolved mainly from the fact that the largest foreign population was American. And many of the Americans at the time made no secret of their desire to bring Hawaii into the American fold. And this was based primarily on business and political considerations. That's your 5 minutes of Kamehameha V. We have a lot more that we're going to share with you. But right now, I think we're ready for Kamanava. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please put your hands together for Mr. Blaine Kia, Mr. Kale Kalevai.
Mahalo. Aloha mai kako. So since we're doing the Christmas season, we thought we'd open with a Christmas song. O come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel, who mourns in lonely exile here, until the Son of God appears. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to the only Israel. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appears and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Fall on your knees,
liki maka, maka hole maka hiki ho.
Merry
Mahalo.
Christmas.
So this is the first song that's on our CD. Speaking of the 4 major islands of all 8, starting with the island of Hawaii, down to the island of Maui, down to this island of Oahu, and my favorite island, Kauai. Song called Kaleye. Kaleye, Kaleuae, Kaleye. Kalehie, Kalehuae, Kalehu, out to the island of Maui. Kalehie, Harozelani, Roselani, Kalehu, now to this island of Oahu. Kaleye, Kailimae, Kalehu, Kaleye, Kailimae, Kalehu, now to the island of Kauai. Kaleye, Mokihanae, Kalehu, Kalehie, Mokihanae, Kalehu, Hainae, Maikapuanae, Kalehu, Hainae, Maikapuanae, Kalehu, Kalehu, hey, there it is. Mahalo. Thank you, mahalo. Thank you very much. So Clay and I have been playing together for a long time, over 10 years, 15, 20 already. It's been that long. The other woman. Just kidding. Oh, you're the one with hair. And so part of the reason why we call this the pilot program of Twilight, there is an actual Twilight that happens on the island of Hawaii, in Kona, at the Manalani. Along the shoreline is a beautiful ahupa'a called Kalahui Pua'a. Danny Akaka runs that Twilight for over 20 years. Me and my family, along with my brother Abe, who's out there, myself, Kalei, we've been there time after time to perform at Kalahui Pua'a in the original Twilight. So this, we hope and pray, will be the sibling of the original Twilight with Danny Akaka. So we really appreciate all of you being here this evening to share in our mele, along with Nā Mea Ho'okani, a new core of musicians who have come together really to find a way to leave legacies behind. It's one thing to get up here and to play music, but to be able to have a one-on-one with many of our people who enjoy the love of music, not to really get up here and perform, but just to love the passion of music. We want to make sure we leave legacies behind. And so this Twilight pilot is really for us to decide if this is a really good thing to have here at Moanalua Gardens. And I really want to thank JP Damon, along with his Ku'u Ipo Noi for allowing us to be here. Now, last week was actually the full moon. Thank you. Right on. So last week was actually the full moon week. So we actually should have had this last week. The reason why we're having it this week is Kapuaiva, Kamehameha V, celebrates his birthday on December 11th. So we're going to share with you a song. It's among one of our favorites. We're going to feature the voice of Mr. Kaleka Halivai. I found my pick. Why did you have it? I have no idea.
It was on the ground.
We'll talk about it later.
It's on the
play.
ground.
Just play. No, no, just play.
A song that speaks about the Queen's travels to England when she attended the Jubilee of Queen Victoria. One of my favorite songs. It's fitting for this event here.
Moyo enelani hui ko kaula nana haina pau na kai akau na o Eva's birthday. Thank you. So the other song that's on our CD, we actually have 15 songs. There are 7 classics and 8 originals. So it's a 5-year project, so we ended up putting 15 songs on it. Here's a song composed by Lowell Kawai Kapu Kalani Hewitt, who has many grandchildren, many mo'opuna. For you parents out there, or grandparents that have mo'opuna, a song that was written and composed by Kawai Kapu, speaking about how you always want your mo'opuna to come to you when you speak to them.
Abert knows that.
Yeah, Abert knows that. He's got his mo'opuna. A song called My Dear, currently being featured on radio.
Oh, Himalaya na ovela. e ku'ulele huala, e ku'umili mili, mai mili apa mai ovela, I ka ho'i ana mai, e huli mai ko kinola, e a viki viki mai ove. My dear, hene e mai ove over here, e naue mai ove, I ka pili. My dear, hene e mai ove over here, e nane ata uwa me ke aloha, e nane ata uwa me ke aloha. E he ala ke anu wanula, a o ke hau, e ai ka poli ke aloha la, a me ka ho'opu me hana, ka uwana, ka helu wana la, o ko umau, mana mana lima, koi maina, ka ho ulu ulu o na la, ho o meha meha. My dear, hene e mai ove over here, e naue mai ove, I ka pili. My dear, hene e mai ove over here, e nane ata uwa me ke aloha, e nane ata uwa me ke aloha. A ina mai ka puana la, e ku'uipa, e ku'ulele huala, e ku'umili mili. Ha ina mai ka puana la, e ku'uipa, e ku'ulele huala, e ku'umili mili. My dear, hene e mai ove over here, e naue mai ove, I ka pili. My dear, hene e mai ove over here, e nane ata uwa me ke aloha, e nane ata uwa me ke aloha, e nane ata uwa me ke aloha. Hui, my dear. Hey, mahalo. So, you know, we hope to have some hula here tonight, and we are. So, because it's part of this whole beautiful place, this Vahipana historical place of Moanalua Gardens. I love the island of Kauai. It's my favorite island. The reason why I started dancing hula with the late Darryl Lupanui and the men of Waimapuna. Joined the halau in 1979 at Chuck Michelle's in Nimitz until his death in 1987. And through those years with Darryl, we'd always travel to the island of Kauai. It was his favorite island. We'd go up to Waialeale, to Tukoke'e, down to Ha'ena, you name it. We were in a 4x4 Jeep, put him in the middle at 700 pounds, and have a really good time. I have a very dear friend. She's a kumuhula, born and raised on the island of Kauai. She lives here now because she's a grandma as well. And one of our halau is also there on the island of Kauai, but I befriended her many years ago. She had a wonderful, wonderful husband who unfortunately passed. The late Rabi Koholokula was also a very fine musician, played with Palani Vaughn back in the old days. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a nice round of applause for Kumuhula Pua Koholokula. Please, a nice round of applause. All the way from the island of Kauai. So we're going to feature her because, you know, when you have these beautiful dancers that just capture your visual perspective, I mean, it's just amazing. Beautiful woman, beautiful hula, beautiful family. We'll share with you her homeland, Aloha Kauai. Aloha Mokihana Pua o Kauai Vilia Me ka mai le lauli ili Maileli li he ui ona ona e aloha ya ove me au me ove I ka pu'uwai aloha no o kauai luana luana ho o kipa malihini puana kaulana kainoa o kauai ha'aheo he nani hiva hiva aloha no o kauai luana o kipa malihini puana kaulana kainoa o kauai a'aheo he nani hiva hiva kauai he nani no veka oe. The beautiful Kumuhula Puakahola Kula everybody. Puamohala. Mai kai. Yay! The first hula of our Twilight. We've been talking in meeting lately so that she can join our passe. Bele? Bele, she's a sister. Gotta get her in, okay? Bele. Bele. So this is for our... Nah. See, it's like boyfriend, girlfriend. Negotiating. So here's another song that actually Clay and I grew up with. Both of our fathers were entertainers growing up. And we remember always having to hear this song every Sunday afternoon after church. We'd have brunch. I was going to Star of the Sea at the time. Lived at 22nd Avenue. We always had a guitar, an upright bass, and a ukulele, along with the koa fork and spoon on the wall. And so for those who remember that, here's one song written by Mac Gordon. A wonderful American song that we adopted here in Hawaii that became a household song. With a little twist with Olelo, we share with you Sweet Someone. Sweet someone, whoever you may be, sweet someone, you suit me to a T. Sweet someone, whoever you may be, sweet someone, you suit me to a T. Although you pay no attention to me at all, one look and needless to mention, I had to fall. How I wonder who's keeping us apart. Don't blunder and give away your heart. whisper I love you, and then I'll know, sweet someone, that you belong to me. Kuipo o waihola, kuipo pili no kaua, alaila o he ini na ue oe mana ho ika uva kukoni koni. How I wonder who's keeping us apart. Don't blunder and give away your heart until you whisper I love you, and then I'll know. Kuipo o pili kaua, imai aloha ya ove alailano, sweet someone, that you belong to me. An oldie but goodie. I know we have a few songs left. Again, we're called Kamanava. I'm going to bring up a few of my family members, along with my hula brother and Nana, his wife, Kumuhula Greg Lanchayao and Nana. This is the first Hula Awana song I learned when I joined the men of Waimapuna under Daralupanui down at Chakma Shadows. And my brother Greg Lanchayao is a hula brother of mine, along with his wife Nana. And I hope I can get my wife Kaleo and my two daughters to come up, maybe, or one of them. We'll see how they feel. But we're going to take you to the island of Maui. Down in Hana, there's a beautiful community known as Waikoloa. Wonderful hill called Ka'uiki. Queen Ka'ahumanu was born and raised in that particular area, but on that hill called Ka'uiki is a very beautiful lighthouse, stands as a beacon for many of the ships and boats that come through that way. A beautiful mist rolls in called the Moanalua, often giving wonderful caressings to that part of the community. And so this became one of the staple songs in our halau, known as this beautiful mele that has become part of the traditions and the classic. This is Kumu Greg Lantaya and his wife. All right. Nana. Please a nice round of applause, everybody. Hey. We got some hula. So we're going to take you to the island of Maui in the place of Waikoloa, taking you back. Here we go. Ai Waikoloa, ombe hoki pa malihini, pumehana me ke aloha, I kaleo o kamakamaka. Ai Waikoloa, ombe hoki pa malihini, pumehana me ke aloha, I kaleo o kamakamaka. Huleku. Ole aku au mahalo I kanania o ka uiki o ia nani no ia o ka hale I puku kui. Ole aku au mahalo I kanania o ka uiki o ia nani no ia o ka hale I puku kui. Solo! Solo! You can come up here. Let's go, brother. Okanoe aka ua ke ha, kaulana ne a ohana,
ana me kaua malua lua e uhai ana e kanoi. Come on, solo, shake your legs, brother. There you go. Yeah, yeah. O kanoi aka ua ke ha kalana ne a ohana me kaua malua lua e uhai ana e kanoi. Haina mai ka puana wai koloa I ka hano hano o me ho'o ki pamalihini he beauty mai oli no. Haina pau. Haina mai ta puana wai koloa I ka hano hano o me ho'o ki pamalihini he beauty mai oli no. Yeah, guys, how about that?
Can I get a hana ho?
Hula.
Can I get a hana ho? Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please put your hands together for Mr. Blaine Kia and Mr. Kale Kahalevai. And of course, Blaine's lovely wife is going to do a hula. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Hana ho!
Mahalo. So I'm going to take you. I lived in town all my life. Bought a tana house with my brother out in Eva. Sold it. Moved in with my wife's family out at Kailua. Fell in love with Kailua. Didn't really realize how beautiful it is to travel up the Pali, look upon the right side and see Nu'uanu, but to also visit all the beautiful waterfalls. It's a song that was made popular by the Brothers Cazimero, written by Jay Coca. This is really one of our favorite songs of all time. Not an easy song, but certainly one of our favorites. It's one of the featured songs in our CD. We share with you and close out with this song. Again, I dedicate this to the beauty of this wonderful Vahipana Moanalua Gardens. Also to JP Damon and all the hard work that he does to keep this place for our community and to educate everyone here. So please a nice round of applause for JP Damon and the Moanalua Gardens. They deserve a lot of credit. Lots of credit. We'll share with you the famous song called Kawailele.
Oh
From all of us, all of you, Melikaliki Maka Mekauli Maka Iko, Mahalo.
Aloha. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please put your hands together for Mr. Blaine Kia, Mr. Kaleo Kahalevai, and Blaine's lovely wife, Kaleo.
So once again, I'm going to stay on number 2. Okay, good. Oh, okay. So how's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? Make some noise. Everybody say hey. Everybody say hey. Everybody scream. That's how we do it. Once again, on behalf of Name Ho'okani, once again, Name Ho'okani is a core of musicians. We've been together for the last 2 years or so. And we're a very small group because it's one of those kinds of an organization where we're trying to find these core musicians who are willing to venture outside of performing here on stage as we do. Because many of us, this is what our craft is, this is what our skill is. But many of us are venturing into actually teaching, building curriculums, trying to raise our young in the 21st century, our millenniums as well, and trying to get them up and current with what is considered truly traditional Hawaiian music. And because we have many transplants that have moved over to the United States, as well as the influence we're having in Japan, this is the purpose of our organization. And because of people like J.P. Damon and the Moanalua Gardens that have allowed us to try this pilot program, we're hoping to get this particular Twilight started in spring of 2018. So if you can spread the word to your friends and families and people on social media, we hope and pray that we can get this started. So every month as of spring, we'll be featuring a wonderful top award-winning halau or even wonderful Hawaiian musicians and groups to come up here and perform and to play and to entertain all of our people. So we hope that all of you will support us in this effort, and we once again appreciate all of you coming this evening to this pilot program. It is definitely a beautiful evening. Let's thank Kia Kua Manaloa. Pa'i 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 kei manawa. Yeah. So we got a wonderful trio coming up very shortly. So we're going to set them up and we're going to get started, okay, very shortly.
What's up, bro? I'm on. I can tell already. Hang on. Before we begin, once again, we want to thank J.P. Damon and all of you for joining us here this evening. Was it a wonderful night for all of you? Okay. It's not over yet, so please don't start packing up and leaving, okay? But we're so happy that you guys joined us. And as Blaine mentioned, the weather is just spectacular. Okay. You know what? I'm going to share, just for my nephew, I'm going to share one last thing.
Oh, wow.
Prince Lot, who had gained considerable experience in conducting the affairs of the kingdom during the reign of his brother, Kamehameha IV, ascended to the throne upon his death, the death of his brother, who had no heirs. On November 30th, 1863, the following proclamation was issued by Her Royal Highness, Princess Victoria Kamamalu, sister of Prince Lot. It has pleased Almighty God to close the earthly career of King Kamehameha IV. At 9:15 this morning, I, as Kuhina Nui, by and with the advice of the Privy Council of the state, hereby proclaim Prince Lot Kamehameha King of the Hawaiian Islands under the style and title of Kamehameha V. God preserve the King. It was given at the palace this 30th day of November, 1863. It was signed by Ka'ahumanu, and as a note, the Kuhina Nuis took on the name of Ka'ahumanu because she was the original Kuhina Nui. So we celebrate tonight, along with you, at this wonderful place that was our last Kamehameha King, his cottage. This was where he spent his time. And we're so glad that you spent your time with us as well. Once again, please put your hands together for all of the gentlemen who came on before us. Terrific musicians, excellent entertainers, recording artists, and gentlemen who have years and years of experience in traditional Hawaiian music. We are the youngsters of the bunch of Namea Ho'okani.
Yes.
We are the young ones, and they're actually all part of the kupuna. And we thank them for being our mentors and our teachers.
I cannot see them out there. I hear them.
And so I want to introduce you to these guys. Again, none of us have ever played together. On the far end, that's Mr. Brian Tolentino, ukulele artist extraordinaire. In between us, this is Mr. Halehaku Seaberry.
Hey, from the group Nahoa.
From the group Nahoa. And my name is Danny Naipo, and it's been a pleasure and an honor.
I was going to introduce you. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend, able to leap an e-pool in a single bound, Danny Naipo!
Wow, is that all? All right. You guys ready? Take one.
There we go.
Song that, although not for Waimanalo, definitely puts us there for the Kalima Ohana.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please put your hands together for Mr. Danny Naipo on the bass. Mahalo, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brian Tolentino. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Halehaku Seabury. Mr. Halehaku Seabury, Lepe Ula Ula. We're going to feature Brian doing for you one of the songs that he just recently recorded, maybe about 8 years ago.
No, about 15 maybe.
15 years ago.
Just
This is one of Brian's and our favorite songs.
what song is this?
I have no idea. Brian refers to this as Fairy Dusty.
Song entitled Moanalua. Thanks, Danny.
You're welcome. Show off.
Let's have Danny sing
Show off.
something.
Oh, Danny, that's a hula, Danny.
No.
I did that already.
He started to
I did
dance.
that already.
I saw people leaving.
We do for you a song that we actually we got a chance to record this song. We played one show, and Blaine heard us, and he told us, you guys gotta record. You have to record. So after our first show, we actually talked to Greg, who you guys saw earlier. Greg has a studio in Kailua, and we were able to hook up with Greg, and we actually recorded this song. Now it was recorded for Hale'oumi, which is a celebration for the Outrigger Hotel's 10 years on the super block on Lures. And the theme was songs that Gabby had recorded, or at least it turned out to be that. And so I looked at all of the old songs that Gary recorded, because a lot of the guys were recording some of his newer stuff. And I found out that he had actually recorded this song years and years ago, along with the Sons of Hawaii. Now the song speaks of an affair that was happening in the royal house. Not this royal house, another royal house on King Street. And at the time, our Queen Leokalani, she was still princess at that time. She knew about the affair and what was going on. But because the two people that were involved were very prominent in the royal court, when she wrote the song, she chose, well, the girl she called Kapeka, that was her actual name. In English, it's Elizabeth. So if your name is Elizabeth, Kapeka is your Hawaiian name. But for the guy, she decided to use a more subtle name, and she called him Sanoi. And Sanoi is about like the mist that actually gathers early in the morning. Mornings like tomorrow morning when it's really, really chilly, and the grass forms a dew. And as the sun rises, the dew disappears. And she chose to name him Sanoi because, like the dew, he would sneak in at night, and before the sun rised, he would be gone again. And so this song that was written by our last reigning monarch, when she was still a princess in the court of her brother, David La'amea Kalakaua, the song entitled Sanoi. Ah, hey, oh, yes, Hopululiko Kalehua Eia O Iau Words to our song, as written by our queen, asked, "Where are you, Sanoi? For don't you know that practically drenched and waiting for you is your favorite lehua blossom? And here I am, just waiting to hear the sound of your voice, so that I know you are here with me." O kapane alemaino oluva me Vaiala Hone hone Mehei Poala Aila Ikanui Kino. And it seems for me right now, the only answer that I have, and the only answer that I can give, is to patiently wait. And is that the scent of your cologne that I smell? For truly you must know that you appeal to me softly as a sweetheart. But whenever we're together, the stirrings in me goes down to my deepest part of my soul. Lohe aku nei na kuhi na nui ahe ahui koloma ke oni aela iluna Now that we are together, we must be so very careful. For we cannot let the Queen, Her Majesty, find out. And it's special times like this that we have to remember. For we never know when we can be together again. But right now, let's just be with one another as time passes by. Lohe aku nei na kuhi na nui ahe ahui koloma ke oni aela
Show off.
Was it that bad, Blaine? You started crying. Huh?
No cry, Blaine, no cry.
Was it that bad?
Thank you so much.
I feel you, bro.
Wow. Wow, thanks a lot. Okay.
Do it again. No, a different one.
No, you go. Sing the fast one.
Huh?
Sing the fast one. Yeah.
Which one? All right. We're all giving each other requests right now, just so you know what's going on back here.
Yes.
So which one? Moanalua. Okay.
Sing something high
And Loi.
and low.
Okay. This is a song. Yes. He just changed his request. Which one? Oh, okay. We're changing. For the Damon Tract area. That way. Yes. That way, right?
Yes. By the old
I always call it Roy Rogers, and I'm wrong, and I know it.
It's Damon Tract, and then it was John Rogers Housing.
I always say Roy Rogers because I'm like.
That's where I grew up, actually. As a kid, it was before it was military barracks.
It was.
And then they made it into housing, so we lived there. It's right across. It's actually right where the federal prison is right now, all the way from there to Holy Family Elementary. So. Yeah, this is a song that is a traditional Hawaiian song that we don't play traditionally. You'll see why.
Okay, here we go.
Choose.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't spoil us. On guitar, Mr. Halehaku Seaberry.
Danny, go. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Danny Nightfall.
Thank you.
Haina ia mai ana kapua na la. O pu'ukai mana huali nei la. Haina ia mai ana kapua na la. O pu'ukai mana e hulali nei la. A song for the old Damon track down that way. Brian's old house.
Mr. Halehaku Seabury from the group Nahoa. You had a gig earlier, yeah?
Yeah, in Waianae.
Oh. Okay.
A couple of years ago, myself and my wife, we got a chance to travel to the actually not the mainland, to Europe. And we were on a cruise known as the Christmas Market River Cruise. And we went to a city in Austria, a small little town. And we actually got a chance to visit a church just like this, an old church that they had refurbished and renovated. And it actually happened to be the exact church where many years ago they were celebrating a Christmas service. They went to the organ, and because of rats that had eaten away almost the entire part of the organ, it was unplayable. So the pastor at the time asked the choir director if he could put music to some song lyrics that he had written. And we were going to this church, and me and my wife knew that we would be in there. And while we were going to the church, while we were still on the bus, the tour guide said, does anybody want to sing the song for their church? Not Hololaka. And my wife looked at me and she said, you know you got to sing the song. And I said, yeah, I know. So anyway, we got into the church, and there was a tiny church. It had like 4 pews. And I stood off in a corner, and I started singing this song. And I sang it exactly like I'm going to sing it right now. And all the people that was with us, all of them were, mainlanders, Haole people that they looked over like, what language is that? And I had to explain to them later that because me and my wife was Hawaiian, we were speaking and singing in our native tongue, Filipino. The song goes something like this. Now, after I had finished singing, of course, the people that were on the tour with us wanted to sing along. So if you wouldn't mind indulging us in this one small favor, can we sing it together? Especially for this wonderful season that we're in. And for you, we can sing it in English. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right.
You're not sleeping, huh? Because we cannot see you out there. I can hear them.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly
all of us, to all of you, Merry Christmas. Well, we hope. Is that on the home? All right. We hope you've enjoyed yourself.
Wait. Danny, we last. We last, Danny. We got until what? 9.
We got until 9:30.
We last. Nah.
We hope you guys enjoyed yourself. You know, and we hope this becomes a regular event where family and friends can come once a month during full moon and have a wonderful time here at our Twilight at Moanalua Gardens. Hopefully we can make that so. One of the last things I'm in need of telling you is we are looking for sponsors who will help us to bring music, great music, on a monthly basis right here to Moanalua Gardens. And hopefully we can ask for your help because we want to continue to do what we're doing right now. We're going to ask all of the guys from Nomea Ho'okani to come up.
Do a hula?
No.
Oh, no. No.
And we're going to ask all of you who are out there, even though we can't see you, if we can please ask you for one more little indulgence. If we can ask you guys to please rise and take the hand of the person next to you. Nomea Ho'okani, gentlemen, please come to the stage. Blaine said he's going to blow conch shell if you guys know hurry up. Oh. So if you guys wouldn't mind, if we could have you please stand and grab the hand of the person that is standing next to you. Now, our instructions comes with a caveat. If the person that you're standing next to is not really that good looking, right now you can move and find someone else.
You get 5 seconds.
Find someone
5
better
second
looking.
rule. Move. 5 second rule.
If that's your wife that you're running away from, you're going to get licking. You better stay right there.
I don't even know what's going on in the dark, but I'm so excited by the laughter.
It's dark, so hey.
We're going to ask you guys to join us in singing Hawaii Aloha. And on behalf of all of these fantabulous gentlemen, musicians, and fantabulous, we want to wish you, one and all, a very, very Merry Christmas. You guys ready? from all of us to all of you. Alama pono. Good night, everybody.
Is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island's greetings that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright, the sun to shine by day and all the stars at night. Lele Kaliki Maka is Hawaii's way to say a Merry Christmas, Merry, Merry Christmas, a Merry, Merry Christmas to you.
Good night, everybody. Drive safely.
Mahalo nui.
You guys are hungry. You got some food on the back table. Go help yourself. We also want to thank